Hi, welcome to Dice Control Dojo. I'm Phil and I practice daily and share my tips so we can all get better at the casino. Today we're talking about table position. We're getting ready for Vegas. We're coming up soon on it, and I'm trying to put together stuff that we do when we're at a casino. With my craps crew, when we're in Vegas, it's hard because there's four of us. We want all four slots to be open. But I've never we've never been in a situation that we couldn't get on a table and slowly mill our way into the four positions that we want. And I wanted to talk about what your goal is, how you do it, and your plan for the future. So when I'm talking about individually, just me, and I go to the local casinos in the area to play, it may end up I walk away, and you got to be able to walk away. All right. So sometimes I get in there and I'm watching the table and I'm just feeling it out. And if it's not conducive to what I'm doing, then I get out of there. So if I'm talking individually, so you're just you don't have a team, you don't have a bunch of buddies you're going with, and you're going to the casino. What do? Okay, so I've been practicing here at this spot for months, right? Years. And I want this spot. So why would I throw from here? Why would I throw from the end or the hook or over here if I haven't practiced it? So my craps crew knows that we've been in a situation where there are people at the table that I know throw extremely well, and they're throwing from out of position. So I'm not betting on them. I'm sorry. I know that their favorite position is maybe here, and they're throwing from the hook. I'm not betting on them. Hey, they may be lucky. They may do well. They may have practiced. But for me, my goal is I've practiced this muscle memory in this routine over and over and over again. So I'm not now going to throw from the hook or from the end, trying to throw from this side, throwing this way, if I've never done it before. Or if I have done it, I've practiced it a few times. Once again, if you look back at some older videos, do you want a person that's hitting 350 from the right hand side in baseball to switch hit who's hitting 182? We're talking a factor of you have to be better than the house by 1 or 2%. If you're kicking back 40% to throw, statistically it makes no sense. So I don't care what everybody, I'm going to get a lot of crap from a lot of the pros out there that even if they are watching this, I don't think they are, but if they are, they're going to tell you that I can train you to be on the hook and on the front, and I can all different sizes. Yeah, that may be true, but I want 10,000 hours from the hook, and I want 10,000 hours from the end. I know I'm comfortable here. I know what my muscle and mental memory is doing, and I want to consistently do that. So that's why I don't throw. If I have to come into a table when I first show up, and this is me alone, remember, and I walk into my local casino and I see there's a bunch of guys around, and this position's taken, this position's taken. All right? So I kind of always hang out at the end of the table. The first thing I want to do is look at the racks. Is there a lot of money on the table? Have they been doing pretty well? If there's limited rack space there, I'm saying, hey, there might be an opportunity for me to sneak in here. There might be these guys may be leaving soon. So who's throwing? Where are we at the table? I watch a table when I'm by myself for a long time. I may sit there and see who's throwing, what's going on. I may talk to the dealers. How's it going? What's going on there? There's always somebody that's polite enough to say, hey, do you want to squeeze in here? There never seems to be anybody here or here that is asking if I wanted to squeeze in there. It's always around the ends, and that's okay. I know some people nuts about being here? I am. I'm certainly not going to let a person step in my position or change the way I'm throwing. So I'm not as nice as some people are on letting me squeeze in. So there's that one. Look at the racks. Are they going to go soon? Is it an opportunity? Have your money and your casino card ready to go. So if they do pop off, you can step right in. That's what I'll do. I'll wait and see if somebody sevens out and they're clearing the table. I'm taking a look at these guys and seeing what are they doing. You can look on their face if they're going to be like, I'm out of here. So that's the first thing I would do. Two, if you do come up to a table and there is a slot, obviously this slot or this slot, always be polite and ask the person, hey, do you mind if I step in here? Can I get here instead of here? Some people may be control throwers and they don't want to move, and that's fine. So you could probably hang out here, and maybe I don't throw for a while until maybe this person leaves, depending on how they're doing. If I see a lot of chips and stuff, they may not be going anywhere. And then I may literally stand at a table and watch a couple rounds and just leave, not making one bet, not making one thing, because I couldn't get into my position. So that's just the way you can whittle around, is kind of see how they're doing and see if they're moving. Also, don't be fooled. Some people have a little bit of chips in there, but they consistently go back into their pocket and throw. They only like to keep a few chips. They don't put all their chips on the rack. So watch out for those people, because they're never moving. I do have a couple guys at my casino that never move from this position. So if I see them there, unless this position's open, I know I'm never getting my position. Never. So I'll go in, see them, I bolt. I don't even waste my time. I go right back in the car and go home. So fortunately, I don't live that far away. But those are consideration. Now, what do we do when we're at in Vegas? You know, and we're walking down the strip and we're trying to find a place that can fit four of us. It's first thing in the morning is fantastic. Obviously, that's open. But when we're getting towards Saturday night and it's getting busier, you know, before we have our last throw, which is around 4 o'clock on our real throws, the evening throws are a whole different ball of wax. But that's when we'll start getting people to squeeze in. So if we have two open and one not on this side, we may go over there and go over here. We may get somebody in their prime position, then they'll throw, and I'll bet on him from the hook, and then I slowly work my way in. We work our way around until we get into where we want. It's I'm probably jinxing ourselves when we go to Vegas, but it's been very rare, even on a Saturday night, that we can't find a table somewhere that has availability for at least two of the four of us, with the other two working our way in. So as a group, that's how we do it. We'll start betting for our others. If somebody has their prime position, we may bet on just them until opening happens, and then we sneak in. Also, too, if one of us gets this position here, right, and there's some people near us, sometimes I can go, hey, do you mind if I move over here, get my friend in here? That way, you know, politely we can get people in so we can get all four. So my biggest talk, whether you're by yourself, check out that table, check out the chips, be willing to walk away. You don't cram in. And for goodness sake, do not throw from a place you're not comfortable betting unless you just want to have fun. And if you're there to have fun and just do it, that's fine. Don't expect to, oh, I saw somebody on YouTube doing it from the hook, and I think, you know, that guy just threw it from the hook like that, so I'm going to do that. That's great if you just know your expectations are that you're from here, and that's not something that you're going to change that difference from the casino to yourself on being able to make money. So keep that in mind. So join me tomorrow where we're going to talk about how I do my first throws. I do this when I go to the casino, and I try and get my positioning going so that I can throw right. So join me tomorrow when we talk about my first throw when we go to Vegas. And as always, my best betting strategy is to make sure you throw for a long, long time.